Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. We are back with another live stream, and of course we are playing some Final Fantasy XIV for Final Fantasy XIV Friday. And we are, of course, doing Zowo's Journey. And, yeah, we'll see how far we go today. I think that we should at least be able to get to the first dungeon. Because last time we did go ahead and we finished up the first two zones, pretty much. At least their starting areas. So we still have quite a ways to go, but we do have officially the Black Chocobo, which is nice. And we also have our Aether Compass, so yay. But I am realizing that we need to do certain things. One sec. Oh, wait, no. Yes, we did. We do have it. Yay. There's our Aether Currents. So we'll need to look into that as we go. But, yeah, we're going to do some Aether... we're going to go through this and see what happens. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. I don't think that there should be anything else that needs to be completely covered. Those of you who are watching the Dark Cloud 2 streams on Thursday, just letting people know that I did go ahead and finish up the dungeons and stuff off stream. Just need to obviously face off against the bosses. So yeah, and then we'll be going into the final chapter after we defeat the bosses, all that jazz. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this party started. Oh, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Raban short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city is awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Horsefont was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you'd better head in. Oh yeah, we saved Raban. That's also another thing that we did last time on Zowo's Journey. Oh, I should probably also bring up what's going on with the other thing. We'll talk about that in a sec. We'll talk about the live letter in a sec. My friends, I thank you for answering our call with such also whatever. As I am sure you are now aware, the Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Mistress Kaduka, Master Levior, I must apologize for the abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Chitaru contact you by the most direct means available. The Observatorium's bells toll. 'Tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claimed they saw a cloud dragon big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice, to remain in a besieged Ishgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take spears and bows. The Count would have us seek shelter from this storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Zowo? Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandoned our allies in their hour of need. The only choice we make this day may have The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lays before us. Alright. Let's do this. Voice cutscene?
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
Hmm?
You don't mean Iceheart?
And also me.
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian. He's the intro. Sorry. I can't do it.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark.
I mean, I'm also in the Azure Dragoon, so...
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you.
Ah, fuck.
I am glad to be of service.
Sorry. I'm waiting until this is... I'm making sure that YouTube got disconnected. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Alright, are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. Maybe. Okay, I think we're good on that front. Are we good on Twitch front? Looks like we're all set. Good. That was annoying. Okay, let's continue this. Oh, I probably could have just finished the cutscene, but, you know, I was overly cautious. Alright. We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. Only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Four Temps Banner and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. Alright. Where are we going? So that is over here. Okay. How much trouble do you want to be in with these people? Alpha, no, you're gonna get in so much trouble. These people hate us. You would speak to with Lord Commander. Pray make it quick.
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking? Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory. Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit, the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Alphino. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of preemptive Guardian attack, which is just, not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches the critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. I will also say that if I get something like, I probably will not work on Aether Currents on stream. As much as I can do them, it's probably better to wait.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Asian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this warrior of light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
Thoradin. Frick. This isn't good.
For the glory of King Thoradin.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, yeah, we're getting Wind Up Alphino now. That's fun. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Totaro of our plans. Then I shall await you at St. Forum, and tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Zowo, let us head back to Fortem's Manor. Fortum. Okay. Welcome, Mistress Kaduka. Shall I show you inside the manor? Our course is set, Totaro. It may be some time before Zowo and I return to Ishgard. Well, just you be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening to out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it's you, Totaro. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alphino. I made it especially. No, I couldn't possibly... very well. Yay! He has his better outfit! By the 12, it fits perfectly, and the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Totaro. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. 'Twas the least I could do. Now, I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Much better outfit. Honestly, yeah, like all of their, for both Alphino and Alizé, I say for sure that their outfits are so much better in this expansion. So, let's just use these. You have said your farewells, then? We are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Ysaele's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last. The Corthus Western Highlands. Let us speak to Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Alright. To Falcon's Nest. We can probably just use this, right? Nope. That doesn't let me go to the Western Islands. Why not? They really should make it so that you can teleport to the Western Islands. And to, the other place. That's our first whatchamajiggle. I want to fly. But also, I know I probably shouldn't worry too much about it. Okay. Well, well, Mistress Kaduka, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by your companion, the company you keep, it could be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon, I know, of course, but I do not believe I've met this young gentleman. Alphanor Levior at your service. And you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission. Sir Redwald, as I'm sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned the Devronians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus have we come to Falcon's Nest in hopes of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from the sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick out over the remains of the heretics' refuge at Gorgon Mills. 'Tis possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Mistress Kaduka knows well the place I speak of, for it was she who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol, while the two of you visit the refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. Okay. As you wish. A wise use of our time. Now, come, Zowo. I am eager to learn of what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. Six to the north. Yeah. Be a bit before I see it. To the northwest. Oh, there it is. Our first Aether Current. To the northwest. Let's see, so that's probably 362, 338. My guess is probably across the bridge. At least. It might not even be... It might be on the lower level, actually. Ooh. Yeah, it's probably on the lower level, actually. Alright. There's one to the north, so that's better. We'll go to that one. It's on our path. That's kind of my thinking, is like, as I'm running to these places, I'd rather get the ones that are on the way, at least. might be on the other side of this. Ah, nope, there it is. Yeah, that's right. Heaven's Ward was kind of weird because it did like this thing where a lot of the aether currents were actually really close to where you needed to go. There's like a few that aren't. But, yeah. Like, somewhat directly on your path. Yeah, southwest. How many are there here? There's 4, so that's good. Mistress Kaduka, our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon the promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by a great white beast. 'Twould seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pests ourselves, Zowo. One sec. Let me just grab this really quick. I want to check if there's anything yet. Still nothing about it. Yeah. Obviously, the live letter happened. It was a lot, though. So I wasn't really able to properly watch it. But, yeah. Keep in mind, this thing was... it was going from, like, before I... it was still going when I got up this morning. And I only got up about an hour ago. But, well, an hour before stream. So, yeah, it was long. And so, probably won't have like a recap from anyone of the live letter until like tomorrow or something. But, or well, maybe not tomorrow, but later today. Maybe not even until after stream. The beasts are slain then. My thanks, Mistress Kaduka. We may return to our duties without fear of mauling. And we got the Alphano minion. Yay! You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is that not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appear to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of pursuing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. Bam, bam, bam. Midgar. Midgar Summer, why do you have to be on top of my head? Like, maybe it's not as bad if you're, like, doing this as a, as a taller character, but, yeah. Wait, was there another one up here? Ah, yes, there was. Alright. Have you recovered much of the heretic's correspondence? I got a few. Ah, frick. I didn't mean to do that. I clicked too fast. What have we here? Every one of these pages is a record of dealings betwixt Gorgon Mills and heretics and their fellows in Off Amphitheater. These are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. That's true. Off Amphitheater, the very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of the treacherous tract of ice and snow that cannot be swiftly crossed. Though we must place our faith in the Aethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moonbrita succeeded in recreating the Okof beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Gorgon Mill seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnels, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might be possible for us to reach the aetherite from this side of the wall. It should. House Durandare posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. Okay. Oh, whoops. I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. Alright. So, let's open up our thing again. Come on. Thank you. 925 to the southwest. We will go over here in a bit. I just want to get these. If they're that close, it probably isn't too bad. Dagnabbit. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done that. I was so zoned in. I should... yeah. Okay. Well, this is a aetherite one, isn't it? Do you have a moment to talk? A short while ago, one of the workers from my house asked me to go and deal with some Mylodons that caused trouble. The Black Iron Bridge barely survived the calamity. It is in desperate need of repairs, but the upland Mylodons are... okay. Okay, so we just need to kill some things. I think that's gonna be, like, that's past where I need to go, so I'm not gonna deal with it right this second. But maybe we'll deal with that in a little bit. I do have to say, it's kind of interesting when it comes to these guys, to the classes that that I still need to get, they are actually close to most of my other classes, so it's not going to be too big of a deal to unlock them. So we'll see what happens. Oh, you're invulnerable. Never mind. Oh my gosh, why am I disconnecting so much? Okay, wait for my health to go full, and then we will jump down. There we go. Not too bad. Ah, the guests of House Fortom, accompanied by the Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels as you will. Assuming Akaf beacon still functions, we must pray to the 12 it does. We shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by Primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. Fair. Oh wow, I'm actually I'm high enough that I'm doing that. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Maybe you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Dogs of Ishgard! Is it not enough that you banish our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drop of our blood? Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wished only to speak with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than 100 words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. My reception precedes me. They give us a little choice. Come, brothers, may dragon's wings bear us to victory. You're gonna regret that. Oh my gosh. I am just having all sorts of difficulties right now. What the hell? Like, my connection is relatively strong, so that's why I'm so confused. Okay, good. Let me see here. What is my connection looking like? It's looking fine. Why am I having such difficulties today? I don't... They fight like demons to death to remain. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you have asked that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should we ambush, should an ambush wait, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Estinian. I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the dreaming dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magicked slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy See sorcerers. A long rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of gray. A thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. A fascinating tale. We should make haste for this Ashen Isle. Is that an island? I mean, I guess it is, but... What the frick? What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, Twitch? What the frick? Why? OBS! What the hell? Why are you having such issues today? Why is my service... Like, it's not like my connection is... like, my connection seems fine. It's just like, for whatever reason, OBS and Twitch and YouTube are just like having massive amounts of issues. I'm not sure why. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the Convocator have set up a camp in the Twin Pools. The leader, Janelon, may have information to use of us. But mayhap you are not familiar with the name either. The Convictors are dragon slayers after a fashion. I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak to the Convocators, and then temper our haste with the measure of caution. Is there a way up on to this side? Yes, that's a way up. Okay, let's take care of this really quick. And right? Isn't this the way up? It is not. Or... It is not a way up. Okay. So it looks like the only way up is like all the way around here. I'm not doing that right now. To the west. I would assume that it's probably close to here. Hmm. Probably close to the exit, or to this thing. Probably on the other side of it, but yeah. 35. There it is, yep. Yeah, the first few were relatively easy, I think. Oh, a Choco Keep. That's good, I guess. To the northwest. So somewhere over here. Which we'll probably be going to as we exit the town, the area, is my guess. So, yeah. Well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the Convocators, are we? Not exactly. The hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! Lads, the Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive me my disrespect, sir. I am General, leader of the Convocators and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? Have you seen this guy that we're looking for? Or this lady that we're looking for? Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be, somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Zowo is stinning. Let us make our way to, through the camp and see what information there is to be had. Yay! 53. Oh, and this one's gonna give us a thing. I remember you. How could I forget? But you're the last who was... So it's mostly killing things. Okay. Cowards, all of you. Have you no shame at all? Oh, I beg... wait. Are you not Mistress Kaduka, Honored Ward of House Fortom? Praise Helone, surely you will consider my request. Know you of the Dusk Vigil, westernmost of the Citadel watchtowers, built to warn of the Horde's approach, so it's lost following the calamity, another victim of the snows. Within the ruins lies a priceless treasure which must need to be reclaimed. Though I thought to enlist the services of these so-called dragon slayers, but it seems their courage is not as boundless as they would have you believe. But you, madam, you are not one to shy away from danger, am I right? Very good, indeed. There's this sculpture of the Fury within the Dusk Vigil's chapel. An ice rondel is set in its helm. I would have you prize it free and deliver it to me. The Vigil is not difficult to find. Simply head north and towards Banepool until you come to the gates. Knights may bar your passage, but should you explain who you are, they will grant you leave to enter. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Zowo. Nah, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every remote that wanders in and out of camp? Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why a heretic could pass under my very nose and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear lady. The big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for the signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Okay. Okay. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother... I have enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as it is. 'Tis no business of mine what folk do with themselves out here in the wilds. Oh, yeah. Someone I can help you with, my lady? Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it pleases my lord, I am Picare, a soldier by trade, but though not much of one, if I'm honest. If it weren't for the love of the stabbing fork, I took up the spear and see. No, I was by order of Sir General's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone is as patient as me, though. Plenty of the low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to think how unfair it all is, it don't take much to... Speaking, reading, I can't do it. It sucks. Don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. But from what I hear, the simplest promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light signal fire. That's how you know the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke, and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then am I mind? I am mind to start a fire. Oh, if we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find a means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a tapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged with a deep violet. You're a monster hunter of some note. Yeah. I need to go get the frickin' thing. Master Alphino, you and I... shall gather wood for the fire. It will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Okay. So this should actually, we could probably actually learn to fly in a sec here. Want to help out, do you? Well, there's plenty that needs doing and killing besides. I'm sure you've noticed that dragons aren't the only things we have to contend with out here. Take the polar bears for example. Okay, yeah. Okay. Kill some polar bears. Nice. Alright. Let's take care of these really quick. I am honestly surprised I still have not had a... the dungeon. I haven't been here in a while, so that might be part of it, but yeah. Dag nabbit. Two polar bears or two? 4 polar bears. To kill. Where's the last one of these again? 470 to the west. Okay. Wow! Northwest. 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 Alright, that's all of those done. Let's get flight. I could have sworn that the Dusk Vigil was not a... Wait, I'm yeah, I could have sworn that the Dusk Vigil was just like a regular dungeon. Like it was part of the MSQ, but I guess not. I feel kind of dumb. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and start queuing for that. So let's see. So we need to kill Mylodons, which are up here, and then we need to kill, oh, one more yak. There's a yak. Let's kill this yak. We need to kill 3 of these things, right? Yeah. 3 of these guys. Teleport back to Falcon's Nest, and then I think we will take a the Choco Keep to get back to the other town. I think that's probably the best option. Cool. There we go. Let's see here, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was. I thought that took longer. Maybe I'm just like misremembering things. Where is the frickin' Choco Keep? There you are. This is why it's better to take the Choco. This is actually one of the few times where it's actually better to take. I believe that these guys are always as fast as they possibly can be. Which, like, obviously, once you have flight of yourself, it's no longer effective to use these guys. But before you have flight, they're actually, like, extremely helpful. Okay, let's turn in these quests. Good, good. Yep. Complete! This one. Alright. And I will be right back. Hopefully this thing doesn't proc while I'm stepping away, but yeah. We'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. And I got here back just in time. Alright, let's do this. Oh, hey, Latios! I guess you were watching the stream, weren't you? Let me get that fixed. There we go. I don't even remember the last time that I did this actually synced. Oh, yay. I should probably buy some Phoenix Downs. I wasn't certain if these were better or not, but I guess not. Ay, ay. Boss time, boss time, boss time. Nice. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Isn't these internet issues are insane. I don't even know what's causing them, honestly. It's just like is my camera seems to be working, so it's not like it's that's actually at least. I don't think I've ever seen those guys actually spawn. At least not recently. Like, granted, it's been a few years since I've done this thing synced, so. Jesus. Okay. That. Nice. Nice. Alright. Should we loot? Eh, why? Greed. Greed. Why not? That's fine. I could probably just get rid of it. But yeah. Well, that was fun. I'm honestly surprised I didn't die. But yeah. Do you have it, Mistress Kaduka? Yes, there is no mistaking it. At last it is ours once more. My parents presented this sapphire to me on my wedding day. As my wife and I presented it to Yulmerk on his day, one day they will do the same for their son. But for the disgrace of an inquisitor, suspicion of heresy, what rot, he knew what he wanted from the rest. By the time I secured her release, they had interrogated her for days. She was a shadow of her former self. But the final insult, the final twisting knife, was when my son took command of the Dusk Vigil and found the Ice Rondo to be the centerpiece of the newly commissioned sculpture of the Fury. He couldn't prove it was the selfsame one which had vanished, but oh, he knew. But no more, no more. It is back with the family where it belongs. It is admittedly hollow comfort, yet in my waning years I must accept that what little that can be had. Yay! Alright. Yep. They were letting you go get down pretty low, which is, yeah. I mean, it's fine. Like, you can always handle. There's a lot of people that can handle that. It's just kind of interesting when that happens. But you didn't die, so that was good. Oh, I have another one of those. That's fun. Estimian! Hello. It would seem that collecting the firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino. He must have been a privileged upbringing. Ahem. Have you the hides we need? Here you go.
I should have known it would be you.
Dang,
Word
that's
reached
pretty good.
me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
We wish to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard. We wish to speak... well, yeah, we'll do that.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me, that which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the land of Kurthas
Your
as its
glam
own.
looked like it was from frickin' it was one of the generals or whatever from here, right? Was that, or whatever they're called?
Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm, Hraesvelgar, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgar instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him.
Okay, I think I had Thornton the standard the other day.
Our road lead us to
like, it's
Dravania,
significantly easier than
homeland of
extreme,
dragonkind.
but
There we shall ascend unto the clouds.
I can still kind of
where
understand
Grace
why
Wilbur
that would be
resides.
very challenging. It's reignited! The first of my power!
Is autumn mist, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while. And should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
There we go. We can now fly in Korthus. Yay! Da 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 da. All right, let's see here. Where is the maiming? You are Zowo, yes? Pray tell me as you sail if you wish. Pray address me as you shall if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus? Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior of light. But history is full of unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. Hi, Latios. So yeah, you're a Knight of Ishgard, right? Should I explore this really quick? It's probably fine. We don't need to worry about that now. I'll be coming back. Okay. Into Korthus. Or sorry, Dravania. Dravania!
Beyond Abalathia's spine, a great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Ar, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Oh, we're gonna grab this. Aether currents, aether currents. Alright, Ysael, where are we going? We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Solm All will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will take a long. It will be a long and demanding journey. I suggest we take our rest at the village up ahead and see what they're and see that we are properly provisioned. There's a village here. I thought these lands were the sole domain of Dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobo's tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marchamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival, and he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections. Only to the ceaseless chatter if we are to do it before before Ishgard burns. Why, internet? Why are you having issues? Probably see where's the next one. Southwest. So that's probably over there. Alright. Welcome to Tailfeather. Well, Metro. Okay. There's the Choco Keep done. And there's the Aetheryte. Alright. We need to go back to Korthus for a sec. We need to take care of the quest. The Dragoon quest. Yeah. Considering the fact that we're already level 54, I'm kind of terrified how fast I'm going to level up. Granted, if we get above level 55, then we're going to slow down a little bit because we're not going to be getting the experience from, we're not going to get the experience boost from this being my second lowest, or my, a lower level class. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hello. Thank the Fury you're here, but moments ago we received word that Gorli's horde is advancing on Ishgard. Even as we speak, Hasane prepares to go meet them in the field. Alas, with most of the dragoons absent on another mission, I fear she is sorely wants for lances. I would have you lend her yours, Zowo. Pray make haste to the congregation and join her. You know, I will be right back. Again, then, and then we will actually do this. So yeah, just a sec. Alright, and I'm back. Yeah. So there is Mione just released his recap of the live letter, so I'm gonna watch that really quick. I'm not gonna show it or have you guys hear it, but I'm gonna watch it really quick, and then we're gonna we can probably discuss. Well, yeah, we'll discuss it. I'm gonna watch it at 2 times speed so that it's a little bit it goes by faster. But yeah, we know a few things. Like we know that there's gonna be like a whole bunch of stuff that is coming and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see what we've got. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then we know that we need the new ultimate. So that's one thing. Wait. Oh. Okay, so they're fixing. They're not fixing fully the sightseeing log for Realm Reborn, but they're making it a little bit easier by talking about like how they're what require that there are requirements or something like that when you get to the Vista. So that's good, because that's rather annoying, because like it's already annoying if you know the information, but then if it like doesn't show the information, it's, yeah, I don't know exactly what they mean by this, but yeah. Wait, whoa. Gear from dungeons added from 3.0 onward will be eligible to be stored as an outfit glamour. Holy shit. That is gonna be awesome. Being able to store all of the gear from dungeons as glamour, like, granted, that's a lot. The only thing that's not including is Realm Reborn stuff. That's awesome. That's actually really awesome, being able to get that finally. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay, so they're making things a little bit easier, so you don't have to worry about necessarily closing out of the crafting log in order to do like crafting and stuff. So that's good. That's gonna make things easier. Oh, nice. They're making the companion better. Okay. Oh. okay. Beastmaster is looking really interesting, honestly. I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with that. Frickin' ads. This is exactly why I did not want to have this be shared via voice or whatever. Ooh. I'm actually really thrilled with the relic weapons that we're getting. Oh. Oh, I am so thrilled with what, the mounts that they're showing off. Those look really cool. I need to get the wings. I really need to work on wings. Okay. All right. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of information that I was seeing through this. It looks very, very fun. I would recommend that anyone who is interested in checking out the the information about what happened at the live letter, you should go check out Mioni's video. In fact, I'm gonna actually pin this in the chats, in the live chats. So paste. Alright, let me go ahead and pin that. At least it is, so it's pinned in YouTube. I don't know if I can pin it in Twitch. Can I put that on Twitch? I can. Okay. Sure, we'll leave it for... let's leave it for the next hour. Oh. 60. Oh. Okay, so it can only go for 30 minutes. Okay, never mind. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's pinned. So if you guys are wanting to check out Mioni's video, I would recommend doing that. It's looking very, very interesting. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish up this really quick. And then we will continue the main story. Zowo, you've come to aid us. This improves our chances tenfold. Allow me to thank you as well, Mrs. Zowo. I am but a worried father, and it gives me heart to know the Azure Dragoon shall fight beside my daughter. Though my training is far from over, the situation will brook no delay. We must head off to Gurli and his horde before they reach the populated area. It shall be my honor to fight shoulder to shoulder with you. The experience alone will teach me much of that I have little doubt. Promise you. Remember, the dead cannot serve their nation, and what Ishgard needs above all brave souls like you to protect her. Worry not, Father. I swear I will return to you. See that you do, my child. Now, before you go, there is something I wish you to have. The Lance of Purging is yours now. But this lance was bestowed upon you by your forebears, by the Archbishop himself. I am no true child of yours, yet you would entrust me with this family treasure? I will not betray your faith in me, Father. With this lance I shall strike down Gruli and protect Ishgard. Hasane, it's time. It has been a while, my friend. I had the honor of overseeing your training when you were but a fledgling dragoon, and I shall be honored to fight beside you. Comrades, at last report, Gruli and his horde had gained the western highlands. Shall we lie in wait for them at the pike with me? Mr. Zowo, may I have a moment? Each time I see my daughter off on a mission, we dance the self-same dance. I tell her to be careful, and she promises me to do so, but I know her all too well. Hasane burns to distinguish herself in battle, that she may might repay me and my lady wife a perceived debt. I fear that one day that desire will cloud her judgment, and she will not come home. So I beg of you, pray watch over my daughter. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I don't think that this is going to be a long thing. I think it's just like a quick battle and then we're done. But it might be a dude. Oh, yeah, it's a duty. Okay. Oh no, people are dying. So already we have suffered heavy losses. And that was the first wave. They come, brace yourself. Yeah, let's do this. that all of it? Something big is coming. Okay. All right. Well, we did it. That was the last of them. Yet Growly is nowhere to be seen. Were the reports mistaken? Such a price we have to pay. We have paid only for our quarry to elude us. So you finally show yourself. What is she? Hatsune, no! By the Fury, this is a disaster. I know not how to say this, but Hatsune, strong as she is, she cannot have survived that. Here, I discovered this in the aftermath. It is a fragment of her armor. It must have broken off during the battle. Pray, see it to her father's hands. Knowing him, he will be at the congregation awaiting his daughter's return. No! No! She's fine. She's actually fine. Like, knowing what I know, she's fine. But yeah. Mr. Zowo, what has happened? Where's my daughter? This scrap piece of armor, but why bring it to me? No, no! I refuse to believe that Hatsune is gone. It is too early to know for certain. Tell me everything that happened, everything. She is still alive. Don't worry. So she leapt upon the dragon, piercing its hide, after which the creature carried her westward. If none saw her fall, it means she may have managed to safely dismount? There's hope still. If Hatsune is out there, I shall not rest until I find her. Zowo, I trust I can rely upon your aid. Let us speak further at the observatorium. Mm-mm. Actually, you know what I'm curious about? Has there been an update to this? Special site doesn't look like it's been updated yet. Let's see if this has been updated. Okay. Does not look like it. Lodestone and Special Site have not been updated with the information from the newest patch. Hey look, it's Latios. Hi Latios. You're AFK now. I'm assuming you're probably watching that video that I shared in the thing. Without further ado, let us consider our course of action. As the Morgans dared to hope, if Hatsune was not shaken off Growly's back, there is a chance she yet lives. She will have ridden the dragon until such time as she saw an opportunity to dismount. The question is where. The worst possible outcome is that she has been taken deep into the dragon-ruled lands, far away from her allies. While I pray that this is not so, we must be prepared for anything. Yeah. We have better jump now. Yay! Helpful. Okay. Let's see here. So at 56 we get Fang and Claw. 58 we get Wheeling Thrust. So that's helpful because those are going to be really, yeah. Same thing goes for that stuff. Let's see here. Traits. Why is this Moogle so loud? I have never heard the Moogles be that loud. Like, I've gotten things from them. I don't know why that Moogle is so loud. That was weird. But, yeah. Well, tan my hat and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh, it ain't the, and if it ain't the lovely Ysel. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Moschamp. That it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Salmon. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I'm not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us, did Ysel not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them tower and calm trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you would expect, the local wildlife can't eat enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves. Which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, if I know... Now, I know it won't stop your sail here, but dragons ain't the only things you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. Do we go for that, or do we go for gold? I think we're going for this. Worse than dragons. Yeah. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you, the bloody Nath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megala crab and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties from malms in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nath home territory. Let's go. I see you've been making the rounds, getting to know hunters in these parts. Well, how about you help a real hunter? Okay. Okay, so we need to go kill some things. Yasel, what do you have to say? It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here in Dravania? Ah, it was in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Hreisvalger. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marschamp found me unconscious. Found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health. And in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying that these Nath were once a peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside these borders of the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile indeed. We were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through all the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Somal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail west of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there we should be able to have a fair view of the road that leads to Somal. Shall we? Okay. Let's pick up all the blue quests. Well, paint me yellow and call me a chocobo. That Millis sightseeing log you got there. Oh, that's the sightseeing log. Ah! Forgive me. I got carried away for a moment. I'm Kester Ironheart, cousin of Millith and an explorer of sorts, like most of my extended family. When I last spoke with Millith, she told me of an adventure with a keen case of wanderlust, and an adventure that I know now must to be you. What say you lend me your log for a moment? Don't worry, I won't eat it or anything. Okay. Yeah. Sightseeing log! Yay! Fudge. Okay. Okay. But yay, I don't have a single sightseeing thing. At least Heaven's Ward is easier. At least a little bit. But yeah, let's see here. Alright. So we need to... It said there was one to the southwest earlier, so I kind of want to check that one. In a sec here. Bam, bam, bam. There we go, there's... Okay. Alright. Is it over here, or is it... That feels like it's too much. I think that's probably all the way... Yeah, I think that's in another area. Is this a freaking thing? No, it doesn't look like it. I thought this was a sightseeing area, but I guess not. But yeah, I think the that sightseeing log that's like mentioning is like something from in this area, in the Nath area. Ba-da-bam, bam, bam, ba-da-bam. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Do 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 do. If I can get over that again. Thank you. Up there, we need to go. How do we get up there? Seriously, how do we get up here? Do I have to go around, or I might have to go around? Yeah, let's take care of this really quick. Thank y'all. Just completely obliterating the things. Okay, so that's 170 to the west, but we'll go. I think if we go up here, hopefully this is the right way to get up here. So it was a bit of an incident the other day. Some fiends came stomping in. Yeah. Alright. Alright. I'll head back there later. First things first, we need to find this one. Probably close. West. West. Southwest. There it is. It's a cunt. I don't have splash on her. I'm so sad. Oh my gosh, all the way. This one. What was it? This, yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Bada, bam, 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 bam. Bada, bam, bam, bam. All right. Cutscene time. Please be voiced. Should we chance to meet Marschamp again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that would tentatively be described as Ishgardian, the style is not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. The structure is in fact over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and Dragonkind lived together in peace. Humph. You claim that this is evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough. Enough, both of you. You threaten to, the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Zowo, pray, reason with these two. The truth of the past will be revealed. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war with it, which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Zowo's gift. In time, the secret of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Zowo's visions confirm the truth. Very well, but bait me not. Until meeting with Hreisfelger will likely provide the catalyst Zowo's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Money! Oh, those are gonna be good. Except I forgot to put on the new gear, didn't I? There we go. Oh, wait, do I have a... Here. And then you can ride along with me. Dragon! Terrifying dragon! Run away! hello. I'm dead. That was so fast. That was insane. Dude. Well, I got the seals. Oh. And I got a some of this. One sec. Is that, let's see. It should be this one. I'm not certain. I'm hoping it's not going to be inside the freaking thing. 229, 13, 194, 79. I think it might actually be inside of here. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's definitely inside here. Okay. We need to go around. Unless you want to fly me up. So it is over to the east. Oh, I can't execute while I'm on here. So I think, yeah, it's east. Let me see if I can see it. Ah, there it is. It's right in front of us. It's on that little rock up in front of us. Yay! Nice and simple. Thank you. Now to get out of here. And then, yeah, the last one is... I think that's in the caves. I could be wrong about that, but I think it is. Right pylon. There we go. Alright, so 1832. That's where I need to go. Thank you. You've been a wonderful ambulance. Yay! 'Tis as I feared, the road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Marchamps did not engage then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed. If they would threaten the dragon so openly, do they intend to assault the lair itself? Pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to Nath muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Oh, more? Where's the extra ones? There they are. Up we go, up the frickin' road. Oh yeah, we're gonna meet the dragons now. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task to hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance at your back, Dragoon. On my word as to the warrior of light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You truly are beyond salvation. Come then. Cutscene time.
"'Tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a man. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash."
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
"Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight."
So here's what's happening.
"Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother."
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
"How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?"
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
Damn straight.
"My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight."
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hrisvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Good thing I'm here.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request? Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
I can.
'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
This isn't technically war. This is more like kind of, yeah. So maiming, yeah, there we go. What? Oh, because I have too much freaking gear in here. Sort. What is this that I need to get rid of? We can. Let's keep that just in case. I say. Okay, I need to take those away. Alright, that's fine. I will be right back once again. So, yeah. And then we'll continue this. We might be able to defeat, what's-his-face. So, yeah, we'll see. So, be right back. Alright, and I am back. Let's see here. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Alright. So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus it is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would be applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own needs. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge a new peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough, enough, I say. If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the Aether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies, you are right. Of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with my... yeah. Cool. Alright, before we head over there, we head to Tailfeather. Let's get the Aetherite. Tailfeather. Alright, turn this in. So they've got, so they've all got issues, but none of them thought to ask me for help. Do they think I'll bite off their heads or something? At any rate, I'd best prepare to round up the birds from each camp. Alright. Any other blue quests? Nope. Okay. Ho ho! Back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? What is it you'd like to do? Summoned a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe. From what I understand, I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves, if you give them the right incentives. Sounds like, that sounds promising. What exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. If you want a good-sized jar of land trap nectar, a basket of skeleton fruit, and always a Nath's favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect nectar, with Master Alphino's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. The big hunks should be enough to, I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you. You have been most kind, Master Marschamp. Well then, yep, let's do this. Okay. Do I have a... no, I don't think I can just jump over this. Nabbit. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-na, na, na. All right. Cool. To the trading post. Bam, 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 bam. So yeah. Where is this last one again? 750 something else. So yeah, I think that's somewhere in the cave system. I could be wrong, but I think that's where it is. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Ysael's help. Do you have the non-kami? Yep, here you go. Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. Well, everything appears to be in order, assuming that no one has any objections to my choice of presentation. I shall place our offering at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded the signal or something? Some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. It's the friendly Nath! Yay!
Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts with that filled the air with such delightful scents. Land-trapped nectar, common tree fruit, and nanka flesh. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters. Come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid slin sense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws. Yes, come, come, it is not far.
I am so sorry. I hope that wasn't too intense for some people. Alright. Off we go! turned the... Yeah.
Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to your chosen leader. To our chosen leader in words, for we are in Vath. We are the non-mind. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return?
Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offering. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god.
Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are. But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's god, the god of the one mind, summoned into our midst.
The one mind? These are the Nath who reside in the main colony.
Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear and spell and musket the dragon was slain.
'Twas likely the one that had fled battle with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job.
Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The one mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nath lands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We of the Vath despised and reviled his insatiable existence.
Oh, frick. We'll take it anyways, just in case. I don't know if I actually need that, though. Let's see. Is that actually helpful? No, it is not. I kind of figured.
Though we hear not each other's thoughts, generous hunter, you somehow know that we need help. Our weapon stock is wanting. We need more. I would make a request of you. Please bring us muskets with which to defend ourselves. You can take them from Nath nearby. 2 would be sufficient.
Alright. So that takes care of that. Yeah, these guys are whatever. Alright. I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all that while I do so at grave cost to the land, I reason that it is necessary evil and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgression. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a sign of the seventh dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath. As you so rightly put it, if they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the Warrior of Light to her death? No, You have the right of it, Estinian. 'Twould seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Zowo. It's fine. I do not fear my duty. Oh, wait, Zowo. Need not face this alone. Like her, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of the Primal's influence. Let me bear this burden. Do you truly imagine yourself a second Warrior of Light? Remind me, how many Primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinian has a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. Oh joy! I have to do more of the Vath voice. The young lord certainly appears to be eager to prove his worth. Yeah, he's not doing great. We should probably stop him. More Vath voice.
No.
Okay.
We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. Put this idea from your minds. Generous hunters, if you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however.
Alright. Well, that's all the way down there anyway, so that's fine.
You are generous hunters, yes. Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all the Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh, yes. The meat of young Nanka would make fine repast. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Why?
There we go. Got it.
We've asked to enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Another gift for the Vath. So unexpected. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Now, listen now. The sense of the one mind are enmeshed with the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath, and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible.
The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Overmind sits at the center of the Nath society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need for word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the non-mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects the Nath counterparts. Thus, the Vath are ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured by in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. 55! Nice! Forgive me, but let's be clear about what it is you propose. You mean to say you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? Hi, that would fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Zowo? Yeah, sure. Why not? Judging by the great risks you took in to preventing the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a woman to err on the side of caution. Would that I could fight at your side, Warrior of Light, but the power of the dragon is not no protection against the primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphinaud. That's settled. Zowo, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance of the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner. Joy. Okay, let's go. Off we go! Oh, I've got new blue quests. I will probably do the blue quests off stream, because I do want to get. I think I want to do at least the battle with what's his face, the boss, which is not this quest. It's the next one, I think. What is this? Yeah, this is 53. Okay. Where is this thing? Oh, do I need to talk to Ysel again? Yeah, I do need to talk to Ysel again. Boo. Okay. Alright, Ysel. The Overmind must be now aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we are the host's undivided attention. Alright. In we go, in we go, in we go, into the hive. Bam, bam, bam. Yay! Start the cutscene. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the Primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray, advise me once you have sealed your mind for the battle to come. Oh, I just need to talk to her. Yes, of course. Make it a separate quest. You're prepared then? Yes. Sure. Hold that. Hold here, Zowo. When next the Nath come, we offer no resistance.
Surrender, intruders! There is no escape!
I am so sorry. I don't know where that voice came from. Enough, we surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. I really hope I don't have to do that voice more than once. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravines behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If we are to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused.
Now we have but to wait.
Oh, thank goodness it's voiced. I did not want to have to do another voice for these guys.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear
They're not
our
as
prayer.
fun with their voice. What the hell?
Grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
They don't sound nearly as insectoid as I think they should.
He comes.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
I'm here to kill you.
O glorious general, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goals shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
Then it's time for you to die.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge.
Yay! Let's do this.
I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
Sure. You're not gonna win.
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
She takes on Shiva's form way too easily.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
No! Shiva's down! This thing's harder than she was. I think it's more to do with the
Thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
nope. Let me handle it. I'll handle it.
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
I'll handle you. I'll take you down a peg. I defeated her. I defeated her. Now I'll defeat you.
A warrior then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Thok. Hard. But there is no normal. So why is it the Thok hard? That's my question. Sorry, Ysael, I gotta fight him. Let's do this. Forgive me, I was overcome. Okay. While we're waiting for that, let's head back. Well, yeah. Let's go here. We'll pick up the quest. Well, it shouldn't take too long, and this fight is really fast. I want to at least do the Thok fight. And then once we get back into the overworld, then we'll leave. Then we're going to go ahead and call it for the stream, I think. Is that up? I think it is up. I'm not doing that right now, then. I'll probably do this stuff off stream. There it is. Let's do this. Come on, healer. There we go. Let's do this. Let's kill Ravana. Okay. Oh, cool. We killed him before he started attacking us.
Thus does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Yay! But do we get those buttons? No, unfortunately. But yeah. Cool. Was it really just me and the ninja who were new to that? I think it might have been. They're pissed.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Yep.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Alright, and that is where we're going to call it for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's live stream and are looking forward to the next one. Speaking of which, that will... I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, we're calling it there for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We will be back in a few hours, but not for this. It is going to be a Marvel Rivals stream, and we're going to be checking out the new character and all that jazz. We might have a guest. I'm not 100% certain. I'm still waiting on a response from them. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Thank you to Latios for giving us such a great hand today. It's been great. Thank you. But yes, so that's going to be where we're going to go ahead and call it today. We got quite a bit good stuff done. We're level 55. And that's one dungeon and one trial already done. Like, obviously, we still have a ways to go, but it's going to be a lot of fun getting through Heaven's Ward. And yeah, so yeah, look forward to the next stream in a few hours. We're gonna take a break for a while, and then we'll check out some stuff in Marvel Rivals, and then next thing to expect will be the Nerd Chat on Sunday. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja. Latias has been a great help, and we will see you guys next time. But on.